Yeah. So I was discussing like if some restaurant owner or client came to you that they want to create a website or an application for their restaurant. So their requirement will be like they want a payment gateway where you can pay the things or pay for the prices of the product. You can come to that website or application and you can order the food. Okay, you can apply some promo code. Similarly, you can track the delivery status. So all these requirements are there. Okay, once the requirements comes, then the flow started internally in the IT company, and the flow will be like there will be a planning team. In the planning team there will be some developers, there will be some testers, there will be a VP, there will be a manager. Okay, everybody will sit, everybody will see the requirement. Okay, these are the requirements given by client, and now they will discuss with the developers and tester like how we can go with the flow, how many days you will take it, okay, to create this type of the application. So once everybody discussed in the planning, okay, then they give the idea to the client also. Okay, we discussed to our developers and tester, and they said that this type of the application can be created in 2 month duration or 3 month duration. Okay, so now, and what will be the price? That also they discussed, like we are going for 2 month or 3 month. So whatever the salary we have to pay for the developers, tester, everything will be come from the client pricing only, right? So will give the budget also to the client. If client is happy with the deadline and with the budget, everything, so he will say that "Here, you can proceed with this. Okay. So once he said that you can proceed with this, then again the flow and whatever the flow we discussed yesterday, like first the planning is done. Once the in planning we decided the budget, uh, timing, or like delivery, you can say like that delivery time. Okay. So these things we discussed, and if everything is okay, like we got the green tick from the client side, then our work of the coding team will start. Okay. What the coding team will do? They will create the application, they will write the code. Okay. They will write the code. And take an example, they take in 1 week time, 2 week time, 3 week time. Okay, it depends on the requirements of the application. So there are group of developers who will be writing the code, who will be doing the work parallelly. Okay. So once they are group of the developers, so there will be the multiple code files will be created. Okay. Multiple code files. So whenever we are talking about that, there will be multiple code files will be created. And whenever you are going to download an application for like Zomato or Swiggy or Flipkart or Amazon, so you are not downloading many files. You are downloading a single file or a single software, right? Amazon is not so saying you that okay, we have 10 files, one file is for payment, one file is for notification, one file is for order. They are not saying you. They are saying you download this one application and inside that application all the functionality you will get. Okay. So same thing for achieving this, there is a build team, okay, whose work is to merge all the code. Okay, merge all the code files in a single file. Or you can, in other word, you can say it directly as bundle the code or package the code. Okay. So built in bundle the code and they create a single file. It can be in the format like if you are going for the Android application. So that format should be .apk. If you are going for the Windows application, it should be .exe. For Linux, .rpm. Similarly, for Java application, it is .jar format. Okay. Now, once the build team is done with their work, they merge all the code files. Okay. They bundle the code files. Now there is the testing team. Okay. What the work of the testing team again? So testing team where take care of the part that whatever the application code written by the developers, is it working fine? Everything is good or not? Like if we talk about a website related to restaurant website, okay. So what we do whenever you download any Zomato, Swiggy, or Domino's, any type of the restaurant app, what you do? The first thing you do is the login. Okay, login page. In this login page, you have the two options. Either you can do the sign up Okay, or either you can enter your uh, username and password, right? Now, if you'll see, if you're going for the sign up page, then well and good. You will be entering your email, you will be entering your mobile number, you will be entering your name, username, you'll be choosing your password, right? And in the sign up page also, if somehow you've given some wrong email, something like this, abc.xyz at the rate xyz.com, something. Okay. So our application should be intelligent that they should know, okay, at the rate xyz.com is not any correct email. Okay. So whatever the email you are writing, that is not correct. So please enter a valid email. Okay. If this type of the things is saying in the sign up page, then our application is working good, right? Because if this is not, our application is not able to detect that at the rate xyz.com is some invalid email. What will be the valid email? So if you'll try to think the valid email, it can be at the rate gmail.com. Okay, it can be at the rate Hotmail, at the rate Outlook, like something. But if you are writing at the rate xyz.com, so our application should understand that they are entering with the some fake email or credential. Okay, so if my application is saying that please enter the correct email, then testing team will approve this. That yes, even in the wrong case, our application is able to detect. Similarly, whenever you are doing to the login, okay, so you are entering the username and password. If somehow you did not remember the password and you are giving the wrong password, so our application say that you have the invalid credential. Okay, so please check and do the correct or enter your correct username and password. But if somehow with the even invalid credential you are able to log in inside that application, then that is not great for our application, right? So this type of the things was taken care by the testing team. They test all the scenario. I just given you simple example of the login page. They tested about the payment page also, whether credit card payment is working fine or not, whether debit card payment is working fine or not. Because there are tons of different methods for payments also. Okay. Now once the testing teams approves everything, then there is a one more team, that is the quality assurance team. Okay. Quality assurance team in some of the company it belongs to the same testing team, or in some of the company they have their different team as well. The main work of the quality assurance team is to make sure UI or interface of application should looks good and it should be simpler. Okay, so what is the meaning of that? So if you are seeing this PowerPoint application, okay, so this is the application created by Microsoft. Okay, so again, Microsoft discussed with their planning team, coding team, that how we can create an application to show the PPT. So when the testing team everything tested, okay, that if you go to the insert functionality, you'll get this insert idea, you'll get in the design idea. Okay, but similarly, there is a quality assurance teams also. Okay, what they do, testing teamwork is that if somebody is clicking on insert, this all things should be visible. Okay, and if that is visible, then testing team works is completed. Okay, but quality assurance team will make sure that if you are seeing this pictures icon, okay, they are coming up with some icon. So even some people who don't have even any idea of the programming or computer, okay, and they will see this thing. Okay, so from by seeing these pictures and seeing this created to this, they will be able to easily understand. Okay, by clicking on this, we can insert picture. And you are seeing that whenever I am clicking and giving our mouse over on that, it is saying that it gives you the option to insert pictures from your computer or image library, right? So they are giving us so much of information, and that's what, as a user interface or as a quality assurance team, you have to make sure that whoever the customer is going to use your application, it should be so simple that even the person don't have any technical knowledge, they can able to use your application. Like if Flipkart or Amazon website or application will be so complex that the people with less technical knowledge will not able to order, then it will be the loss for the company itself, right? That's why they make their application so simple that even the child of the age 9 to 10 years, 8 years can easily order the products on their application. Okay. And that's what these all things are making sure by the quality assurance team. Okay. User interface should looks good and it should be simpler in nature. So, okay. Once the quality assurance teams complete their work, then there is a deploy team. Again, it is not whenever you are talking about the Amazon application or a application related to restaurant like Domino's, Zomato. Okay. So this type of application are not the only application that is running in your mobile end. Okay. Amazon application is running in your mobile. Okay. That is the one of the scenario. But from your mobile, you are able to see the list of products. If you are doing the payment, then you are able to do the payment. So do you think that entire thing, whatever the things you are seeing it in the Amazon application in your mobile, everything is present in your mobile? No. What they're doing is if you turn off your internet, okay, like if you turn off your internet and now you'll try to open the Amazon application, you will be not able to see the list of products. You'll be not able to use the payment functionality. You'll be not able to use the add to cart functionality because whatever the list of products, everything you are seeing in your application, that is coming through internet. Okay. And from there, where they are getting to the internet, are they directly getting it from the Google? No, they are getting it from the Amazon server. Okay. Again, what is server here? So server are just a bigger version of your laptop having unlimited resources. Okay. Unlimited CPU, unlimited hard disk, like this type of thing. You can treat server as a supercomputer. Okay. As compared to your personal laptop. Now, Now you know that whenever we are switching on our Amazon application, so it is running in our mobile phone. But if I turn off internet, that application is of no use. Why? Because whatever the data that application is showing, that is getting synced up with the Amazon server. Okay, just give me a second. Yeah, so that data is getting synced up with the Amazon server. So someone have to make sure that whatever the application we are giving it to the customers, okay, and whatever the application we are giving it running it on our server side, wait, yeah, so whatever the application we are running on the server side, everything should be deployed, then only our application will be run. Okay, so this deployment team will make sure that our application data, everything will be running on the Amazon server, like database, everything. Okay. And other part of the front end application will be with our customer. Okay. And this customer, whenever they will open the Amazon application, so they have to require to connect to some internet source, either with Wi-Fi, either with mobile data. Okay. Once they connect with the internet, they will directly communicate with the database of the Amazon and they will be able to see the product. And these all things are making sure by the deployment team. Their work is to deploy the application. Once the deployment team is done with their work, then there are one more team, that is the monitoring team. And again, we discussed in the monitoring team that monitor teams works are to monitor the application. Okay. Sometimes happen that even if your internet is working, okay, everything is fine. Your other website are working good, but you are hitting the Amazon.com and that website is saying something like page not found. Okay. Or maybe it is saying that or it hangs in between. Okay, like you are not able to see the product or you are not able to switch between notification service to message service to chat service. Okay, application hangs in between, maybe loading time is more. Okay, that can be the also possible. So as a customer, if you try to think that you have to order some product from the Amazon and that time you are saying that page is not found or that time your application hangs, or that time loading time of the product is more. So as a customer, you will feel that why I will use Amazon.com. There are so many other options available. Okay. In India, we have the Flipkart.com, Myntra.com. Okay. So we'll try to switch to some different website, shopping website, which provides the similar service, and we'll order the products from there. Okay. So that's why there is a monitoring team whose work is to monitor our application server, that if client is facing any difficulty in opening the application, or our server crashes, our website is not opening, if any type of the issue will come, they will quickly notify through email, alert, on Slack or anything to the internal team. Okay, including the developer, tester, everything, and they will again try to write the new code, or they will check why that application is not crashing or why crashing. If anything error with the code, so they will try to change the code quickly and they will update it. Okay. So this type of the flow we saw that as a DevOps engineer, or with the DevOps methodology we follow in a company. Okay. So up to here, anybody have any question? This is the basically the quick overview of your last class. Okay, that what we discussed. So anybody have any question till now? You can put it in chat also if you have any question. Okay, so if no question, so let's continue again. Okay. Okay. Now there can be the question that why organization needs DevOps specialist. Okay. That if they hire the DevOps engineer, what are the things they will be able to achieve in a company? Okay. So they 4 points we'll be going to discuss today. Okay. The first thing is the faster delivery. Okay. Why organization needs DevOps specialist? So one of the reason is the faster delivery. Okay. Now you have to think here that how the faster delivery is so important. Okay. For a company or for an IT company. Okay. So to understand this, why they require the faster delivery in their for their application. So there are two benefits, okay, for faster delivery of application if you are talking about. So let me open it in the bigger screen. Okay. So there are two benefits for faster delivery of application. First, that you have to think like there is a single website like Amazon.com. Okay, there is no competitor in the market. Like there is no Flipkart.com, there is no Mindra.com. If you want to order some products from the online, there is only one website, that is the Amazon.com. Now, what you will do? If you have any other choice, no. Whenever you have to order the products, you have to go to the Amazon.com, and that is the only choice with you have. Okay. Similarly, there is no restaurant application from is available. Like only one Domino's is available. Then still, if you want to order of some foods for you, then you have only one option, and that option is to order it from the Domino's. Okay. So that's why if you are creating some type of the new application that is totally new for the market, okay, there is no competitor in this. Like when Facebook was launched back in 2004, there was no other social sites. There was no Instagram, no WhatsApp, no Twitter. Okay. So for Facebook, it was quite easy to grab the audience. Okay. But in the today era, in the 2022 or in the upcoming 2023 year, if you are going to create an application, okay, basically related to the social sites, you have hundreds of competitor with you. Okay. You have to compete with the bigger organization like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and there are so many smaller also social sites are available. Okay. You have to compete with them also. Okay. So it will be really difficult to grab the market in today's scenario as compared to back in 20 years back. Okay. So that's why when as an organization, if we are delivering our product faster in the market, then there can be the chance there will be no competition in the market. Okay. And hence market can be grabbed easily. Okay. Second thing, like if client said us that, okay, can you create this application? Okay. They come up with some requirement. So when they come up with some requirement, and if we in during our planning time, we said them that we can able to develop this application in 2 months of time or 3 months of time. Okay. And if somehow if we are not able to deliver that application in 2 months or 3 months of time, then maybe next time that client will be not coming to us. Why? Because they understand that they always delay the delivery process. Okay. That's why you have to make sure that if you are delivering with time, then client will be happy and hence your business will grow. Mouth to mouth reviews will be good and people will be start to come. Okay. Similarly, if you will try to think like just 2 years back in the 2020, that time when COVID was totally new. Okay, people was not that much aware about the COVID. So all over the world, there are different country government started their website, started their application to help their country people. Okay, to know about the COVID cases in their area, to number of the infected person, number of the recovered person. They are giving every data accessible on their application. Okay. Now in the India, in the same time, there was application launched. Name was Arogya Setu. Okay. Now, if this Arog Setu application, just think that this application should come after 1 year or 2 years of the COVID. Okay. Is that application will be of any use? No. Because there are some type of the application which should be required when there is a demand in the market. Okay. Like there was a demand in the market that currently COVID cases are rising. So we need some type of the application which can monitor all these things. Okay. But somehow, if Indian government is saying that we are working on it and will able to give you that type of the application which can help you to monitor all these cases by next 2 years. Okay. So will country people will accept it? No. Will like after 2 years, even that application comes in the market, will people are going to use it? No, because we don't know tomorrow COVID will be there or not. This is the demand of the today era. So you have to deliver that application in the today time. So that's what like faster delivery is so much important. Okay. And you have to make sure that application should be delivered fastly. And for this purpose, company has the DevOps engineer because they are able to deliver this application fastly on the weekly basis, on the monthly basis. Yeah. Anybody want to say something? Okay. So anybody have any question regarding the faster delivery or you are able to understand that? If you are able to understand this faster delivery concept, so you can ping in chat like with yes, so I can able to understand and I can go with the next topic. I got only few responses. Others? For others, it is not clear till now. How is it? Oh,
I have just joined, so I
okay,
cannot
okay,
comment.
next. Okay. So faster delivery, just we are discussing about that. Whenever we are creating some application, we have to make sure that applications would come on that time in the market. Okay. Why? Because sometimes what happens that you launched in your application in the market, but there are so many competitor company already available. It can be in terms of the social sites. Like you are going to create a new company which are going to launch their own social sites. Okay. So there are already so many competitors for you, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, WhatsApp. Okay. So you have to compete to all of them. But if you'll go back in 20 years, okay, and back 20 years itself you are launching an application related to social sites, it will be very easy for you to grab the market because that time these social sites were not there. Okay. So that's why it's so important to deliver our application fastly. Second thing, I given you the example of the Arog Setu application of which Indian government launched, or many other World Health Organization also created their own website to monitor these COVID cases. So if they were saying that we will be taking around 6 month time, 10 months time to create this type of the application. So we don't know after 6 months or 10 months COVID will be there or not. Will the COVID cases will be so impactful or not? Okay. So for that purpose, we have to the demand was like we require something in urgent basis. And that time you are saying that I will take 1 year time or 2 year time to create this application. So we don't know after 2 years people will be interested in your application or not. Okay. So that is the also thing. Now after the faster delivery, second is the higher quality. Okay. Maybe you launched your social sites or something 20 years back itself. Okay. And you are still able to grab the market also because there was no competition that time. Okay. Now, even after grabbing the market, okay, do you think that your people or customer will be still with you? Like whatever the customer base Facebook have 5 years back, is they having the same customer base? No, because due to the popularity of the Instagram, WhatsApp, many people stopped using the Facebook application. Okay, and they switched to the Instagram or WhatsApp. It doesn't matter at the end, every thinks all these social sites belongs to Meta only, but there is a switch happen of the customers between the Facebook to the Instagram side to the WhatsApp side. Okay. So what you have to do is like if peoples are evolving, human needs are evolving. Okay. Yeah. If the needs of the people are evolving, okay. And if you are still serving the same WhatsApp application or Facebook application, if any of you saw the older version of the Facebook app maybe 5 years back or 6 years back, and have you installed the Facebook application of the previous versions in your Android application mobile phone, or even not in the Android. Before Android, there was 2 to 3 operating system which was quite popular. Before Android, that was the BlackBerry. Second was the Nokia Symbian. Okay. Similarly, there was a few more which were running on the Java-based mobile phone. Okay, where we are running our application directly on the Java. Okay. So these all operating system were prior to our Android. Okay. So if you'll try to figure out somehow that how the looks and feels were for the Facebook application back 6 years ago, 7 years ago, you'll see there was so many differences. Okay. So they have to evolve with the market. If now people are started to like the reels concept of the Instagram, okay, so now Facebook also implemented that, right? Other social site also implemented that because now they know that people are going towards the Reels. So if they will not give the Reels functionality in their application, so people will switch to some different social sites. Okay. And that's why Instagram implemented Reels and it becomes popular. But Reels was not the original concept of the Instagram. That was coming from some different social sites like TikTok, ShareChat, like that way. So similarly, you have to maintain the quality of the products. Even you got your customers, people started to use your application, but you will not maintain the quality of product. People will start to lose you and they will try to switch to some different social sites. And that's why you have to always make sure that you are always delivering the new update of your application. Okay. Like whenever people demanding that we want some extra functionality on Facebook. Okay. So what Facebook developer will start to write the code, they will try to implement it. Okay, and they will release that new updated application and you'll get a notification in your mobile phone that please update your Facebook application, new update is available on the Play Store. And this type of the usual things we always see, like when WhatsApp was launched in the starting phase, that time there was no sticker anything, you cannot send a sticker everything on your WhatsApp. Okay, but they started to implement it. There was no option for group video call, but they started to implement it because as the needs of the people increases, because when First time WhatsApp was launched, that time there was no internet speed, there was no faster internet speed, right? So that time people were not able to do video call over the 2G network, right? Then the network speed evolved. It went to 3G, 4G, and fifth generation. Now the speed is so good. Now people will be able to do video call easily. So that's why demand asked for the WhatsApp that we require the video call. Even people are not happy with the one-to-one video call. Now people are asking for the group video call. And WhatsApp provided that. Okay, so similarly, we don't know after 2 years what people will demand. But as a organization, you have to make sure you should always give what the customer demands, else you will lose your customer. Okay, and that was about the higher quality. So basically, in the higher quality part, releasing update matters a lot. Okay, that how quickly you can send the new update of your application. And as a DevOps engineer, you will make sure that the new update of the application comes frequently in the market. Now, the third point, after doing the faster delivery and the higher quality, that comes in the mind is the less capex plus opex. Okay. So again, what is capex? What is opex? So it is just your expenditure, capital expenditure, and operational expenditure. Okay. So whenever you are creating an application, okay, you are involving so many teams: coding team, testing team, build team, okay, deploy team, monitoring team. So all these teams contain some members, right? You have to pay the salary to them. They will be sitting in some of the building. So you have to pay the cost for that building, right? You'll require some type of the software to write code for that application. So you have to pay for that software also. You have to provide laptops, everything for your employee. That also you have to provide. So all things will come under the capital expenditure, where you are investing every amount upfront before starting for the application. Now, once you provided the laptop, you given them the building from where they will work. Okay, so these things you provided. Now your employee will start to work. Okay, now they started to work. They created the application, everything. Okay, once everything is done, then the second thing comes is the operational expenditure. That your application is ready, your code is written, but you have to run that code. Okay, you'll be running code on some server. There will be some monitoring team who will be keep monitoring that application. There will be some developers who will be make sure that if any new demand comes from the customer side, okay, then we have to write the new code. We'll implement the extra functionality or application, and again we'll release the new update in the market. So these all things will comes under the operational expenditure. So whatever the cost you are bearing during the operation of your application, that means when your application is running in the market, people are using it, that will comes under the operational expenditure. Similarly, the capital expenditure is the investment that we are doing in the starting phase of our application development. Okay, including that all the plannings we are doing, we are hiring some people, then we are taking a building on rent where all employee will sit, do their work. So these all things will comes under the capital expenditure. Okay. Now, if somehow you are not good with the management and you did not manage this capital expenditure or operational expenditure, and somehow it got so increased that it crossed the market standard. Okay. If some other company are charging just $1 million to create an application, okay, and in the same market you are charging 2 million or $3 million, so do you think customer is going to come to you to create their application? No, because you are charging way more than your market standard. Okay, so as a organization you have to make sure that expenditure, either it can be capital or operation, should be under the market standard. Because if somehow you increase cost so much, okay, it is something like this. There are so many pizzas company in the market. Okay, now if one of the pizzas company price is so high, okay, than the other pizzas company, then people will not go in that pizza company because they have the other option available. Okay, and that is the same thing happens in the IT industry also. Because as a client, you always think that this capital expenditure or operational expenditure should always be less. And that was the third point. And fourth point, that is one of the important things as a DevOps engineer, you have to make sure that is the reduce outages. Okay. What is the meaning of reduce outages is as a DevOps engineer, whenever you will be working on either on application or either on the website, okay, you have to make sure that your application is running 24 into 7 without any issue. Why? Because we don't know when our customer will be going to visit our website, when our customer is going to order some products from our website. Okay, it can be midnight, it can be afternoon, it can be anything. Okay, so we cannot say to our customer that okay, do you want to order the product, please come in the morning time, we are not serving in the evening time, right? Do you Amazon website is saying you like this? No. So their application should be running 24 into 7 without any issue. If there will be any issue will happen, like sometimes it happens with the application like WhatsApp or Instagram due to higher user data, user base. Okay, what happens, that application crashes, like you will be not able to upload any photos or videos on the Instagram. Okay, or you are not able to refresh the home feed because that application server crashes or something wrong happen. Okay, and that time if you will try to open Twitter, people started to trend Instagram is down, Instagram is down. Okay, and that type of the things do the negative marketing of the application. Okay, because if some people who never been on the Instagram, that they never created account on the Instagram and they are on the Twitter, they are seeing this trend. Okay, that Instagram is down, so what they will understand, okay, there is an application called Instagram which is always down. Okay, so what is the purpose for using it then? Okay, so this type of negative marketing happen if your website goes down or if your website crashes. So as a DevOps engineer or as a owner of the IT company, you have to make sure that your application should always be running. Okay. And that's what DevOps engineer do. Okay. They try to make sure that whatever the 4 points we discuss, like faster delivery, higher quality, reducing the cost, and reduced outages. Okay. This all the 4 points should be fulfilled in an organizer. And that's why company hire the DevOps specialist who are good on all these 4 points. How to achieve this? That as a DevOps engineer know this. Okay. That's why company hire the DevOps engineers. So is it good to all of you or how is it? Like any question, anything? I'm open for question. You have any question, you can ask in chat. Okay. Not like any suggestion.